See?
They're stuck in that shit all night.
And then they don't.
Orgullo mío, eres tú mi bendición. Tu voz de oro canta al cielo sin tremor. Ternura de seda, tan gran corazón. No importa que pase en la vida, tú sabes que siempre yo estoy. Mi luna y sol.
Madre tan linda, siempre en mi mente permanente estará y es para siempre. Soy trabajadora y aprendí a ser valiente de mi reina querida, orgullosa de mí. Dios que te acompañe entre los años, siempre estaré yo a tu lado. Tú eres en mi vida un gran milagro, nunca se te olvide que te amo. Hoy te felicito por tu esfuerzo. Hoy y cada día yo te aprecio y te quiero.
Las flores hoy se ven nacer por tanto amor que tú me has dado. Mi querida, quiero que tú sepas que te amo. Nunca te olvides tú de mí.
Nunca madre, eres mi cielo.
Desde el día en que te vi nacer, una nueva vida ha empezado. Mi querida, quiero que tú sepas que te amo. Dios que te acompañe entre los años, siempre estaré yo a tu lado. Tú eres en mi vida un gran milagro, nunca se te olvide que te amo.
Espero que te dure mi sabor. El tiempo no desechó con tu esencia. El hecho de
What's going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for
Late Nights with All Access.
This King Ken is in the building. Tune in every Monday.
Nights and Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha.
It's your girl, Nat Boogie.
Make sure that you tune in every Monday night.
Every single Monday night.
To Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.
And we are here. This is so funny. You know what? Usually the beginning, I don't even know what I'm going to say right now because this is
glad
so.
you didn't start with.
I know, all right.
No,
But no.
I'm glad you didn't.
You know what's so crazy is that we're live right now, right? And I've never in my podcasting with the girls had any issues with seating, and tonight proved me wrong. So, but let's go ahead and
we have angles, MikeAnthony.
We have angles. That's what we're
okay?
talking about.
That's why I'm sitting
angles.
this way because my angle's this
my
way.
My side is my left
Y'all ain't
too,
gonna
which
see
is
my right.
crazy. So, of course,
All of us.
I don't know anything about angles.
All of us sides are our left.
And he
all
refused. He was all, Natasha, don't be like that. Just sit on your right. I was like, but that's my bad side. He's all, just sit on the right. It's not that big of a deal. I said, no, then come over here. No, I'm not doing that.
It's not that big of a deal, but it is for him. But it is for him.
But we're here.
The front, though. Hold
It's
on.
Monday night, the first Monday of March.
She's like, what the fuck did y'all get
We
me
have
into?
Nat Boogie,
Hi.
Miss Nat Boogie.
Hi.
We have Miss Dr. Natasha,
Yes, hi.
former queen.
Yes.
She's always a queen in my
Always
eyes.
the queen of your
Always
eyes.
a queen.
Okay.
Me.
Special guest
Yes.
right here, Cherry the Barber. Thank you. That was interesting. And you know what's so crazy about it? The guys are laughing, John and AJ over here. I didn't know what was about to happen. I was so confused right now.
I mean, I'll throw
I actually
it out there,
really
like,
just want to right now, I literally want to get up and just sit right there now.
Now you want to
Now.
fucking move?
Yeah.
But then I look at her
Now
shirt
he
and it
wants
says,
to fucking
yeah,
move?
no. Anyways, it's been a minute.
The band is back together.
I actually came from a men's Bible study, I guess you want to say.
Nice.
At CBC. So
Very cool.
I was all, in good vibes coming over here and all that good stuff.
But you couldn't
so.
fucking switch your seat? Bet.
But it's amazing to see both of y'all together tonight. Because I think, what was it, last week you were here. You were still out of town.
She got
traveling
delayed.
back in.
Yeah, her flight got
Been here for
delayed.
months.
So yeah, you were traveling.
first time
So
back.
yes. And Cherry, you've been just nonstop traveling too. So all right, let's get into it. So we have you as our special guest. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for coming.
She's like, I
We
don't even know what to
appreciate
say.
you being in your own barbershop.
Yeah.
In your own barbershop, yes.
At 10 o'clock at night.
At 10 o'clock at night.
There you
Yes,
go.
that's right. Girls, what have y'all been up to?
Nat.
Well, I was just at Babcock before this, so shout out to Babcock.
What, like Babcock Social?
Yes.
Dude, I was gonna go there
You
on the way
should've
over. No,
came.
because it was like 8 o'clock, and I was like, I think I'll be at my shop like way early. And then I never go to bars or anything. I go to the club whenever there's like
Yes.
special guest stuff like that. But I've never been to bars like ever. But I pass by it because I live on UTSA and I-10, and I take Babcock to Huebner here.
Mm-hmm.
You should have
And
stopped by.
I literally texted my friend. I was like, I think I'm gonna stop at Babcock Social. And I was like, am I a loser if I go to Babcock Social on a Monday at 8 o'clock?
No.
No.
I was there, so they better say no.
They said yes.
It was
They were like, yes, you are. It's
Yes,
a Monday.
you are.
And I was like, okay, I literally just left. I was like, I got that bottle of Ciroc. If I really want to drink, I'll just like chug a little of that. But
Oh, there
Hey,
you go.
shots.
There you go.
Shots.
I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think I've drank all this here. Look, that's a puppy mill.
That's
guys.
the puppy?
They're
Oh,
dropping
wow.
off the puppy
They're dropping off
mills.
more puppies right
Can
now.
They gotta do it
Can
at
we
night.
take
Can we
puppies?
take a break from the podcast real quick and just go like, can we
Beat
just
'em
jump
up.
them?
Yeah.
just jump them
Jump
and take the
them and steal
puppies.
We're just
That's
gonna have puppies
crazy.
all
They're
over
all
the
like
table.
here out late at night, all trying to
Is
be
this
all
a thing?
discreet.
I feel like I'm watching like a crazy operation going
It
down
might
right
be.
now.
They're kind of.
For those that they're like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? We're next to, it's called the Texas Puppy Store, and they have actual puppies inside, and I'm an adopt, don't shop kind of girl.
I didn't know that.
So seeing,
So
you
this
could
was
see them in the
something that I was
window, and they're in these small ass little cages. I feel bad for, at least, hopefully, they probably won't. I was like, at least, hopefully they let them out for a second, but they probably won't.
Wow.
A big Sprinter van just popped up, and it's probably about to drop off some more puppies, so it's really heartbreaking to see.
So we're gonna go steal them.
So we'll be right back. Break. Commercial break. Just kidding.
So how was your trip?
It was fantastic. Yeah.
What'd you do?
I worked and I played. You know how it is when you travel. I got to meet some really awesome content creators.
Did you try to spell angles? Is that how you spell angles?
Did I try to?
Is that how you spell angles?
I didn't put that. Angles, baby. Who put angles, baby?
Angels, baby.
Maybe that's how you spell angles.
Yeah, that's how you spell angles.
That might be how you spell angles. I don't know.
A-N-G-L-E-S.
Okay, I just looked weird.
Yeah, no.
So where did you go?
Let's go back to third grade.
For what?
I went to meet AJ Rivas. Do you know AJ Rivas? Okay, so he's like Jessica. That's his like character. And then so he brought me along with him, and then we got to meet a bunch of like really big content creators, like TikTok creators. And I spent the whole weekend with them, and they're like super sweet, chill people, which I didn't think they would be because they're super big personalities on TikTok. And yeah, I interviewed them. I've been like releasing it on my page every day. So yeah.
Dope. Any cute guys?
I'm married, so I don't know if they're
You can
cute
still
or
say
not.
somebody's
That's a good answer.
attractive.
I like that because
You
at your
can't say
church
somebody's
we were just
attractive?
talking
No,
about.
that
we were
was a
just
safe
talking-
answer. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
it's a safe
Yes.
answer, but
Yes.
of course you
Like,
should
he
be
don't
able
care.
to say no.
Guys
You
and
should be
girls.
able to say
Yes.
there's
Yeah, that's-
attractive men or attractive women. Yes.
No, yes,
Yeah.
there was
Both?
attractive men and women.
But it's still a good safe answer.
Thanks for the invite
you.
then. Bet.
Albert, see, she loves you.
I like attractive men and women.
Me too. Next time.
Thanks for
We'll
the
go.
invite.
Next time we'll go. Next time. It was good though. It was a fun time.
I mean, it's not Boogie. How was your weekend?
You know what I did? I chilled most of the weekend.
That's good.
I was at home on my couch drinking a bunch of wine, hanging out with my cats. And then I did a little Sunday fun day yesterday. I went to
There you go.
Boxcar. I hadn't been in that area in a while. So I had Boxcar, Bentley's for a little bit, La Roca, and then ended at
La
Babcock.
Roca.
Wow,
there
you
you
went
go.
to my spot without me?
It was last minute.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
DJ Lou
Jacob
there
was
still
like,
or no?
DJ Lou was there.
There we
I
go.
forgot to say hi to him. Thank you for reminding me. I saw him, but he was talking to somebody. So I was like, oh, I'll come back.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I forgot. I wasn't there long. But
Just say you hate me.
I love you.
Miss Cherry, how was your weekend? What were you
good.
working on?
The expo, always.
So you were in Austin then?
No, I
No?
was here.
Okay.
There was
here
an
in town.
expo here?
No, I'm working on my expo.
Oh, you have an expo coming up. Oh, I'm guessing that's why we're here. Look at me figuring shit out.
You're 1 + 1 is 2.
I didn't know. I just, hey, we're at a barbershop tonight, and I pulled up.
So how's the planning coming along for you?
It's amazing. It's super awesome. I'm super excited. It's a dream come true, and this is the biggest Barber Beauty Expo in Texas.
Oh.
Nobody doing it big like this.
Okay.
And it's just an amazing event, and I love all the hard work. It's so fun.
You just
It's fun for you,
excited
right?
me. Like, your passion and how excited you are talking about it just made me excited.
It's crazy and it's big and it's super dope and it's so amazing. And I really hope y'all make it out because
Definitely.
the biggest.
I love those kind of conventions. I
Yeah.
used to actually work for a thing where I would go to the beauty conventions all the time, and there's some of the most fun things to be at and just like see everybody do their thing and the amazing like products and shit that come out. And are you gonna be out there doing like the live demos and all that
So
stuff?
it's mostly based around competitions. So we have a
Okay.
huge stage with over 8 competitions. So we have like, freestyle design competition for barbers, fastest fade for barbers. We have a student competition for the student barbers, and then we have freestyle braids for braiders, and then we have the best makeup artist in Texas, and we have best barber in Texas wins $2,000, and we have the tag team competition. They win $1,000, and then they get to go on to another event where the winner of that gets to go on to another event where they get a chance to win $5,000.
Damn. Okay, then that's exciting.
So what made you want to like put this all together?
So I started cutting hair. I was in school, and basically I was cutting hair at school, and somebody came in and was like, yo, throwing an expo here in the city, blah blah. I didn't know anything about anything. So obviously when I went to hair school, I was like fresh out the pen. So I did 6 years in prison from when I was 17 to 23. So then I got out, went straight to school 1 month after getting out of prison. But I went in before social media. So then I got out after social media, running the world, 2014. And
that's so true. That's when it started, 2014.
So I didn't know anything about anything. Like, I was never an adult out here. I knew nothing about social media or phones. Like, they had razors when I got locked up.
Damn.
So
I missed razors.
I was like so fresh, but I was super hungry to like obviously change my life and do something. So they came in, they're like, there's a competition and we have a student competition. I was like, what? Sign me up right now. I want to compete. I want to fuck everybody up. Like, I'm super competitive, and it just sounded so fun. And then I got there. I sucked. I did like
You didn't fuck everybody up?
No, I like did a whack haircut. And I had like a little suit on. I put a little tie on. I was trying to be all professional, and I was like, this is barbering. Like, it's the hood. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. But, like, I don't know. I was a dweeb for sure. But I was like super motivated. Like, I was super excited. Plus, there was all these influencer barber there. But like I said, I didn't know shit about social media. So everybody's all like excited to see all these influencers and stuff. And I don't even know who they are. I'm just like, what's up? Just here to cut hair. And then I just did. It wasn't that my haircut was bad. It was that I just did like a stupid haircut, like a Great Clips haircut. And I was like, psh, there, Mm-hmm. But it's more like elaborate at these shows. Like, you're putting your best work out. Anyways, I did that. It was a cool event, and then from there was like other events all over like Texas and stuff, and I'd travel and compete, and then I started killing it, started winning trophies at all these events all over, stuff like that. And then I don't know, I was just like super intrigued by the barber culture, like the Barber Expo culture, networking, and then one day I was just like, yo, it was in the middle of COVID, 2020, so there was no public gatherings allowed. And then my friend Aaron Bevins, he did a little real estate event at this little spot. And I went to it, and I was like, oh, I need to throw a Barber Expo here. And it was like a little venue, and it was in the middle of COVID. So there's like no public gatherings. Like, we had just opened back up from the closure and stuff. And I was like throwing a Barber Expo, just crazy. But it was also because nobody else was doing public gatherings. So all the expos that were popular at the time, like, didn't do any expos for like 2 years. So I was like, well, there's like a opportunity in my mind. And I just threw the first expo. And it was really fun. I was like, okay, that was fun, but I probably won't do it again.
Were there a lot of people there?
That one was like 200 people there, which was like, yeah, it's a lot.
I was
and
about
also,
to say,
we had
people
vendors
want
from
to
like,
get out.
yeah, we had vendors from like New Mexico at my first expo ever that I've never met. Stuff like that. Like, so it was people from all over the U.S. and all over Texas came out, even though it was only like 200 people probably. And then all our categories were filled of the barber battle and stuff. And then from there, the next year I was like, okay, let's do this again. And then just been going. And then now it's at the biggest venue, probably in Texas, but for sure the biggest venue in Austin at the Palmer Event Center. The dopest venue you've ever seen in your life.
Nice.
You've not seen a venue this dope. Real talk. Y'all seen it right. Was it him?
John, yep.
He was like, yo, it's a dope venue. Like, it's dope.
Is it dope,
it's a dream come true. It's crazy. So, I mean, I have the opportunity to grow here forever. I could throw this event here forever because it's like the event center thing I got is 27,000 square feet, but it could be as big as 100,000 square feet. So I could grow in there forever.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
It's just the dopest event center
And
ever.
you're heading this entire thing.
Yeah,
Or do
like
you have a team? Like,
yeah, I have like a team of like administrators or like back end stuff, but no, this is my mastermind for sure. And I do put my hands in everything. That's why it's the best though, because I care about details. I'm very detail oriented. I also competed in expos. So I went to all these shows and I was like, this is whack. This is whack. This is whack. If I did it, I would do it like this and la la. And people are like, well, it seems easy to say it. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll do it. So then everything's like on point. Also, nobody's ever had concerts at their shows. So my concert 2 years ago was Mike Jones and Kurt Cobain's.
Dang.
Nobody ain't never had concerts.
Mike
Let's
who?
go.
Who?
Ain't nobody had concerts at their expos. Nobody.
Dang.
And then last year was Lil Flip, and then this year will be like Gorilla Zoe. So I gotta keep it hood for the barbers.
Yep, hood.
For the culture.
So
For
what
the
made
culture.
you want to focus more on, I guess, the men's haircuts versus like females?
Well, this
or
year,
can you do both?
This year you have.
Yeah, so
Well, no,
it's
you specifically.
for me specifically, because I always cut my own hair in prison and stuff like that, and that's just what I knew. I don't care about all that girl shit.
Tell us how you really feel.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you think men would be pickier than women when it comes to hair? Because I feel like I'm picky. And you cut my hair, but you did an incredible.
You're like, oh, it's amazing, so easy. So
she
it's really
fucking
not.
outdid anybody that I've ever like.
Really?
Yes,
Shots
seriously.
fired.
Like,
Okay.
I'm being serious. I've had my
Ain't
hair.
no shots fired. I'll tell everybody what's up.
I love the confidence. No, I'm being serious. Like, even the barber that I have right now, the reason why I go to her is because she's walking distance. You know, and it fits my schedule, and it's just like easy to just go walking distance. You know, but other than that, I've had maybe my entire life, I would say a solid 4, because I try to stay loyal, and 4 of them. But out of those 4, for sure, her hands down the best. Okay. Like the beard, the fade, like
you do the
every
full.
fucking thing. When she says details,
You do like the.
I didn't.
Towel,
I wanted to
that.
take a bunch of selfies
I'm
for the
an
first time
express
ever.
barber.
Shit.
I don't got time for all that. I'm just kidding.
So for people out there that probably want to know, like, how do they book you? Are you bookable? And
Yeah,
what are your
I am
prices?
bookable. So you could book.
Just have Apple Pay.
Yeah, no, I mean you
That-
could
you
could
could pay
pay
for other ways,
anyway.
but yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, he's ungrateful.
So
That was the
Mic drop.
say it louder for the people in the back.
That was the first time that I've ever used Apple Pay. I was like, God bless
No,
it.
so I have hundreds of clients, right? And they all do the courtesy of booking on my website. That's
Oh, yes,
easily
that's so true.
found
I don't do that.
Through my
Very
any
true.
link in
Wow.
any bio, you can find book now.
She's
And he texts me, "Can you get me in an hour or two?"
That sounds about right.
Here I am.
That sounds
yeah,
like MikeAnthony.
come through, bro. I got you. You know, so since he didn't book on there, because you can add your credit card info if you book through the site. Everybody has to add their credit card info and stuff like that if you book through the site. But with him, I just booked through a text, so I didn't have his info, and otherwise I'm not going to swipe on Square or nothing. It's like, hey, Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App, cash. And I can check out through a card, but only if you book it on my app and everything like that. So I was like, hey, bro, you know, Apple Pay or something.
It was the
So
first
then
time I ever
he,
used
like,
Apple Pay.
He's fucking 65 years old over here, never used Apple Pay in his whole damn life. And he's like, literally like 30 minutes, like trying to figure it out, calling his bank and shit. I'm like, hey, what the hell?
I did.
This
I've
guy
never
from the-
used.
I thought I didn't know
I've
technology.
never
'cause
used
I was
Apple
in
Pay.
prison my whole life. This
Never,
guy
ever.
fucking-
Bro.
Mhm.
Anyway, so what are your prices, or where do you
So
start?
it's just $60 for a haircut and $70 for a haircut and beard.
Do you do kids at all or no?
Yeah, but it's just the price of a regular haircut.
Okay,
I don't
so
do like
60
kid
for
prices.
kids.
And also, if you look on my app, there's a crying kids haircut that's $100 for 15 minutes because I don't fuck with crying kids.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
For
I don't
real?
either.
You know what?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
didn't know
not
that
a
was a
mom.
thing.
Oh my God.
like. It's just.
I mean, I know
an
kids cry, but I
inconvenience.
didn't know that was you would actually like say here's
I
a
would.
price for it.
I would, and
I
I
would.
don't think any barbers like in the whole world probably do that, but I do because I want to emphasize like, don't bring your crying kid up in my environment.
Yeah, no.
And it's not
I've
worth
seen
it. I could be
videos.
booked
It's
with
the first
adults
time I've
all
ever
day.
heard this. So that's
That's
awesome.
smart.
Nobody
That's
does
smart.
that.
Fucking
Yeah, but-
smart. 'Cause I wouldn't want to do with that
10%
shit
if
either.
anyone
And
copies
So
you.
Michael
Shit.
said, there's
Seriously.
a comment. Michael says, ask about the special guest and also how was dinner with Fat Joe?
Ooh! Hi, Mike. Hope
Hey,
you're
Mike.
good. Tell wifey I said hi.
My dog. So I love Mike. Turn Up the Hustle. That's my dog. He supported me in all my events. So he's the one that bought out Mike Jones, Kirko, booked him for me.
Nice.
Zoe
Nice.
does all that stuff for me. So he's always showing love. And also, like, he's probably the reason I even did that, you know, because he likes to do the artist thing. And he's like, what if we bring an artist? And I was like, oh, it's next level, you know. And we always say it, too, like, to each other. We're always like, we're living our childhood dreams. Because, like, when I was, like, a little teenager smoking weed, fucking banging Lil Flip or Mike
Yeah, of
Jones,
course.
like, who
I
the
still do.
fuck would have thought I, like, have him at my Barber Expo or something and
That's
all
why
that.
those-
It's just
That's
crazy.
It's amazing that y'all are doing that.
Yeah, so, but what was the first question?
Okay,
the
so
special guest,
special
Gorilla
guest.
Zoe. Yeah. So Mike had bought out Gorilla Zoe to Desire one night. I don't even know, maybe like a year or so ago. And it was cool. He was vibes. He like, it's also crazy because like different artists, like some of them are like good, and then some of them are like stuck up and then not really good performers.
Mm-hmm.
Even like those are two different things, but it's one of two. Like they could be one stuck up, and then two they're like, I'm just here to get my money and not chill with y'all. But like Waka Flocka, he was so cool, like partying with us at Desire.
Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, he was like so cool. It was like he was there just to like hang out with us, and then he was repping too. But like yeah, so Gorilla Zoe, he bought him out like a year ago, and then obviously he did all the negotiations and stuff with him.
That's good.
It was like really hard because you're in a strict budget because there's no added value to me bringing this artist to my show. It doesn't sell any tickets.
Yeah.
So even when we had Mike Jones and Kurt Cobain, we put a ticket like $20 for if you just want to go to the concert and not the show.
Yeah.
We didn't sell none of those tickets. Everybody going to the show.
That's crazy.
So there's no like added value. So it's not like a regular concert where if we advertise Mike Jones and Kurt Cobain at the club and we do a door entry because they're there, they get more money because there's an artist there. It's not like that for a show. So we do it for the culture.
Nice.
No,
But
that's smart because you a lot of people don't realize that when they bring an artist into an expo, they think that it's going to help ticket pricing, and it's really not, because those people are there to be there for the expo.
Yeah, everybody's there for the show.
And it's just more entertainment, and it does bring value. Don't get me wrong, all these artists, but that those people, with or without them, they're going to be there because of the expo itself.
Yeah,
but that's amazing that y'all keep on adding artists.
Yeah, and so we do it for the culture for sure. And one day, we'll get some big people. So
get Fat Joe in there.
Well, I have a mentor. His name's Jay Majors. He actually throws the biggest barber expo in the whole world in Connecticut, and he has like 15,000 people there. It's huge at a casino. Super, super dope. He even throws the Barber Grammys, which is a super dope, I didn't
even know there was
black
a thing.
tie
Barber
event.
Grammys.
Yes,
Barber
it's
Grammys.
freaking nice. By the way, I'm nominated for Positive Influencer of the Year.
There you go.
Barber Grammys.
Congrats.
So I'll link that. If y'all go vote
Do the
for
little
me,
sound.
I gotta go on my
Murr,
campaign
murr,
trail.
murr.
But yeah, so he's my mentor. He throws a huge event, mind you. He's my mentor, and he's also hosting with me, co-hosting my show.
Is that him on the fly?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's been doing his show for like 13 years. So this is my 4th annual, and
you're in the right direction,
dude. No, yeah.
Like,
if there's
seriously.
anybody right there, it's
consistency
Cherry the
too.
Barber.
Hey.
So yeah, so
Say louder for the people in the back.
yeah, so he started bringing out guest artists after my Mike Jones. So I don't know if I inspired him on that end.
You did.
But
Sounds like it.
You did.
yeah, so but this year he actually is gonna have Fat Joe, and so he's real cool with Fat Joe. And then like 2 weeks, so Fat Joe just dropped a beard line called Rewind 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so DJ Khaled's on. Oh, I had a box, but like DJ Khaled's on the box, Travis Kelce's on the box, Fat Joe's on the box. They have different colors, and it's called Rewind 10. So like 2 weeks ago, Jay calls me up. Hey, I'm coming to Dallas. I'm gonna go. My homie Barber Plug, that's a supply store in Dallas. He was like, we're gonna go to the Barber Plug, and I'm gonna bring Fat Joe. We're gonna do some content and stuff like that. So I went out to Dallas on a day notice 2 weeks ago, and then Fat Joe came out to my homie's shop, did some content, and then we all like went to dinner after and shit, and it was just like fucking dope.
So dope.
Surreal, right?
Yeah, especially like Fat Joe was just like talking for like 4 hours, telling stories about Pun, how he discovered Biggie, put Biggie on his first stage, talking about J-Lo, like talking about Diddy and Cassie, some crazy stuff, And it was like, he's just like so animated. He's standing up. We're in what is that place called? Del Frisco's. We're at this steakhouse, and he's just, it's just so funny. Like, he's so animated, and how you see him is like how he is just in real life, and it was crazy. And for me, it's like, damn, when I was like, 5 years old, 6 years old, him and Pun were like running shit, and it's like to hear those stories and shit, I was just like, damn, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy for real.
What's the who's an artist that you've met that you just like were like, is it Fat Joe or right
that
now,
was like
or
what
that made an impact to you, to where like made you think about your childhood and the music and music wise that you've actually met, to where you're like, man, that was awesome?
Probably like I've never chilled with someone as much as I chilled with Fat Joe that other
That's
night.
awesome.
Like that was like a long time. By the end of the night, he's like introducing me to people and saying like, "Oh, she got a big old barber expo."
That's dope.
Yeah,
dope.
so I was like,
That's really dope.
and I had that cool, I was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
And even
That's
then,
cool.
we were like waiting for a table, and like it was like 8 of us, but the rest of the group, because he was with his like manager and all them, the real rich player, all them. And so they're all like talking, and then just me and Joe were just standing there, and he's like, so what you got? I was like, well, I got an expo. I mean, it's not as big as Jay's. He's like, it don't matter, it's gonna get there. He's just like motivate me and shit. But we're just talking. And then I was just like trying to act like, I'm supposed to be there. You gotta in those situations.
Yeah.
But really in my mind, I'm like,
How can you do that one more time?
Right, do it one more time.
yeah. And then my homie Plug walks in, and he's like, damn, Jerry, I just saw y'all just chilling and talking and stuff. And I was like, I know, I had to act all cool. We all had that. We even said, we were like, oh yeah, act like,
It's a
used to
normal
this.
day.
We
Like,
do
oh
this
yeah,
all
I
the
can
time.
see Fat Joe
All the
right
time.
now.
But it did turn into that. At the end of the night, I was like, all right, bro, like I gotta go. I'm tired. You talking too much. No, I'm just kidding.
I need you to lean back, sir.
Lean back.
I met you at the Russ concert, concert, the after party.
Yeah, I love Russ too. I was gonna say that
I'm
when you said
obsessed.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Russ is like, I mean, that's my like #1 favorite artist for
Same.
sure.
Were you in VIP with
Same.
MikeAnthony?
Oh no, yeah.
I met him.
I got to.
Mike was
sorry.
I had
Bro.
so that day he had dropped
hit him, please hit him.
No,
Well,
but,
no, I had
but-
my own VIP.
But
Mike,
brought,
we went
brought
up
her
stage.
up to the stage.
Yeah, so
And
Mike
then-
always turned up the hustle.
So
My dog
Mike
always
brought
put
her
me
up
on.
the stage, and then when I saw Mike and her right there, I told her, I said, I'll get you to say what's up to Russ. And so Russ was mad. Y'all don't understand this. Russ was mad beforehand, and I can't spill the beans
But
or anything
even
like
before
that.
that, look,
But he was mad.
But listen to this. So beforehand, the reason he was
called
even in
you-
San Antonio was
yeah.
because of that Santiago album.
Yeah.
No, I know.
So I got Santiago in my head all badass right
I
here.
saw that.
And then
You're on the
And then
video
you had
too.
the jersey. Like,
yeah, so then, but that thing he did at the Majestic Theater only went out to fans who like, I guess like bought the album, got tickets or something. So I got tickets and I was front row at that. And then he did like a Q&A after, and I got to talk to him and ask him a question and stuff. So then he had already seen me, talked to me
So
at that
what was
part.
it like?
I don't know, he's cool.
MikeAnthony hates me, so please.
No,
tell me.
I feel like this time he
You were in the
definitely was more
section.
like not. I mean, at the show, the Majestic
What
Theater
happened,
one, when
y'all?
I was talking to him, asking him the questions, he took shots with us at the Majestic Theater.
Dash
and
is
stuff.
rubbing it in.
No, but then at the event, he was like mad. Like he was real, like just real quick said what's up to me, and kind of like you could tell he wasn't vibing for sure. And I don't know, everybody saying like him and his girl were arguing or something. I was like, I don't know.
That
Like,
had
he
nothing
just-
to do with his girl. I'll be honest with you. He was just upset with a lot of things that internally could have been better for him, and that's just the facts,
Yeah.
Me and Scott were the organizers of the communicators, and there's a picture with me, Scott, and Russ, and there's an inside joke because if someone saw that picture, they'd be like, "Oh man, that's pretty cool." They're talking to Russ. If only you knew what
he
was
was
being said, then you'd be like, "Oh shit." So it was it was cool though. No matter what, it just
Honestly, I was super excited for you because I think, aside from me, you're the only one that seemed just as hype.
Yeah.
to
And I
be
met
there.
him in Sugarland at his concert the year before.
But I was just glad that you're able to see him because I remember you just being like, I remember you saying that you were like a huge fan. So
Yeah, that's I got his album right there, the Santiago vinyl. That's what got me
I
that
have
ticket
it
to
too.
that Majestic Theater.
I have it too.
Yeah.
your time will come, Natasha.
Next to your Christmas tree?
Yeah. So
So Russ,
I know.
I mean, like, so is that your like? Say, if you could
I
get an
love
artist,
him.
would you like to meet Russ?
Ooh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, out of all the artists,
Absolutely.
Why
Because
do you think like she hasn't told you this?
Right.
No, I'm
Because not
curious.
only is he a great
I'm curious.
artist,
You,
but
who's your
he's,
artist that
very
you would love to see?
business-minded. Like
talking.
he's with the shit. Like, and he's also no bullshit. He's independent. Like he's how I am as a business owner, but as a musician, like as an artist. I would love to honestly pick his brain, like just sit and talk with him, and whatever else. I'm just kidding.
No, but for real, like, is there any artist that you
Husband,
met
I'm
in
kidding.
your time? I mean, you've been in radio, you've done
yeah,
it
we've met a
all.
ton of people.
So who's someone that you say, hey, you know what, that was the best that I've ever like? They're down to earth and chill.
Well, Waka Flocka too, though. That was like one of the dopest times ever.
That's
He
cool.
was so cool.
He seems like he'd be lit. Like I'd have a
Yeah,
good time
he
with
was
him,
so
for sure.
cool, for sure.
For sure. I can't even remember who all I've met. I haven't been in radio in so long. I haven't met anybody that I was like, oh damn, that like starstruck me. Like,
is there somebody in the world of like barbers that you would love to like work with?
I'm working with them all. So like I'm super excited. So we have a whole education before the expo. So the expo's from 2 to 9, and that consists of all the competitions and stuff like that.
on there, y'all.
I was just about to say.
Yes.
I was looking at. Like,
Yeah.
that's lit.
Yeah.
That's my dog too. That's my dog. So so we have a whole educational seminar from 9 to 2, and it's from all the sponsors, which are all the biggest clipper companies in the whole world. And then they sponsor bringing out their educators. So I'm super excited to work with Marvy Marv. If y'all follow him, that dude is like on it. He's really big on social media on every single platform. Super big, 100,000 followers on YouTube, 200,000 on Instagram, like 500,000 on TikTok. He's really big barber influencer that basically makes almost the equivalent content to me, I would say. A lot of people compare us. I'm super excited to work with him. Then Jay Majors, that's my mentor. That's like who I look up to, and I've already got to work with him on multiple shows. We already have a relationship. The way he speaks about me to other people is like crazy to me. It's really crazy to me because he's like, everybody puts a lot of respect on Jay Majors. That dude's a multi-millionaire just from barbering. Like super, super big. Like I can't even stress that enough. And so for me to have that relationship with him, plus like him hit me up, hey, I'm bringing Fat Joe, come through. Like, you know, that kind of stuff is like mind-blowing to me. So
that's a lot of love.
Yeah, no, for real. Even when he explained talking to me to Fat Joe or these people and the way he's describing me, I'm like, damn, that's how you see me? Like, you almost wouldn't even see yourself like that or even think someone would talk about you like that, much less someone you look up to or that's that high in regard, and you're like, dang.
That's amazing.
Like,
That means
you
you're doing
almost
something
don't
right.
realize. Yeah. So I basically like, and that's the thing with my expo. I love it too because I could work with whoever I could dream of. Hit them up, I'm gonna hire them to work with me.
Yeah. What's your overall goal with what you're doing? Like where's the top for you?
So this has already way surpassed anything I could ever dream of. Like right now, all I ever wanted to do was get out of survival mode and you know,
amen to that.
Basically, you know, provide for myself. And like I always say this all the time, if everything stopped right now, like just from barbering, I'm just from actually cutting hair, like just even this is like I could live an amazing life just like that. So everything else is extra. So there's no end goal because the journey is everything, like Russ says. I say that all the time. That's like my main motto is the journey is everything. Yeah. So I just appreciate everything that comes. And also, like I said, I could never even imagine, like if you asked me this question a year ago, this would be already like I wouldn't even think this. So obviously I do want to, you know, my biggest goals, like next goals is going to be online courses. And then obviously making this like the next biggest show next to my homie Jay Majors and have like the biggest Barber and Beauty Expo ever with like crazy, huge, even bigger sponsors. Luckily, I do have a lot of support from the barbering community.
Talk about some of the sponsors that you have.
So we have Babyliss. That's a huge clipper brand. We have JRL, huge clipper brand. We have Mack Injury Attorneys here in Texas.
Mack!
Sponsor of the entertainment for 5 Star Barber Beauty Expo. We're super grateful for him supporting his own out here in San Antonio. We also have Fort Worth Barber Supply. We got Pin Stop Co. We have Warlord Beard Co. Oil. Warlord Beard Co. Oil or Warlord Beard Oil Co.
That sounds like a tongue twister.
I was just about to say that 10 times fast.
Okay, but Warlord Beard Oil, let me tell you, that is my dog. And, you know, he was one of the first ones to hop on here and support me. And also, I'm going to be educating for him out in Chicago at the biggest beauty show in America the week after my show. And he's super dope, and I'm really grateful for him. Also, Blacksmith Blades, they supply shears to, like, all the sports clip franchises, Great Clips franchises, stuff like that. They're going to do a super amazing job. And also Reliant Movers. So that's actually one of my clients. He has a huge moving company here in San Antonio and Austin. It's like really big, and he was super quick to jump on, be a sponsor, and support me just to support his barber.
Will you take more sponsors?
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Okay.
We always take in more sponsors. We have more vendor booths available still. Prime spots, so limited. But get in where you fit in. Get them vendor booths. You can sign up to compete for any competition to win anywhere from $500 to $2,000. First through third gets trophies, and first through third place gets clippers from every single clipper company.
Oh, nice. That's
Where would
amazing.
they sign up at?
5starexpo.com.
And so it's not too late for them to sign up.
No, you could sign up. You could get tickets now. Use promo code Late Nights.
Oh, there you go. Late Nights.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That.
Late Nights. It'll be added in less than an hour.
Dang.
You
So
heard it.
promo code Late Nights, and then yeah, you could get tickets. Even you could get tickets day of, but they're gonna be more at the door. But we got a lot of room. Best venue in Texas. Definitely best venue in Austin, right downtown, right on Barton Springs, overlooking the whole city, the lake, the everything. It's just so amazing.
What is it called again?
5-Star Barber and Beauty Expo.
The venue. What is the venue?
The Palmer Event Center.
The Palmer Event Center. And this is happening when?
April 14th. It's a Sunday. It's an all-day event. We'll have a pre-party. We're going to announce that. And then we're also going to have an after-party on 6th Street at Poor Choices. But it's poor like poor.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are.
It's on
Yep.
the corner.
I like that bar.
Poor choices. Yeah.
I've heard of the bar.
Good old 6th Street.
So, yeah, we want to make it a whole experience because especially a lot of people coming from out of town that, you know, places I've traveled, they're like, oh, we want to go visit 6th Street in Austin because that's, like, the famous thing. I'm like, no, y'all don't, but I'll go ahead and have an
Not dirty
after party
6.
there.
Go to West.
Right? So I'm like, you know, give them the full experience. And that's what the 5-Star Barber Beauty Expo is it's a full experience, a whole, you know, pre-party Saturday night to meet the influencers, talk to everybody, hang out. The show day of, we got education and the expo, then after party to finish it all off. And just so dope and amazing.
That's amazing. I'm super excited for you.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
I hope you go.
I love this energy too, like that you.
The passion.
You're yes, the energy,
you
the
can
passion.
passion.
Like the fact that it's gonna be the biggest in Texas at minimum.
Yeah.
If not the South, Dirty South, just take over.
It's going to be the second in the world soon.
Now, have you as an organizer, do you find yourself looking at different expos throughout the U.S.?
Yeah,
And
so
do
last
you
year-
connect with them too as well?
Yeah, for sure. So
Because that would build your network more.
Yeah, for sure. So last year, every single big event that's any who's who event anywhere, which was like Rumble in the Rockies in Denver, Colorado, NorCal Barber Expo, the Connecticut Barber Expo with Jay Majors. I actually have a partnership with Premier Beauty Shows, which is the biggest beauty show in America, and they're huge. So beauty shows and barber shows are different. So Barber Expos, my mentor, I say he has a Barber Expo. So it's strictly for barbers. Don't get me wrong. Everybody can go, but he doesn't market to, you know, the beauty, and he doesn't get like beauty sponsors like that. Yes, he does because he's so big at this point, but that's not what he targets at all. Premier Beauty Shows, super big. I mean, those are like the hugest trade shows. So they actually have one here in San Antonio at the Henry B. Gonzales Convention Center.
Okay.
And it's just monster. So I hosted the barber stage at that event. And then I just got back from Anaheim in February because they have one in Anaheim, California. And then they have one in Vegas, and they have a huge one. Their biggest one is in Orlando. So I'll be doing that in June.
Nice.
And then I'll also be at ABS Chicago, which is America's beauty show, and it's a super huge 3-day event. I'll be there with Warlord Beardco doing education, but I'll be out there networking like crazy. I'm like, who's the contact to get you as a vendor here at this show? And I tell them the location, and I'm going over there working too. And then so I'm working at all the Premier Beauty shows, and then all the big barber expos. They're hiring me as a guest judge, a guest host. And so
That's
luckily
amazing.
I get to get hired and go out to all these places, network with all those people, and then when all these companies see me at every single show possible, they're like, yeah, we got to be with that person.
That's what it takes, though. And like so many people, I know, I'm sure you've gotten it, but I get it. Like, why you do so many things? Why are you at so many places? How are you at so many places? But I'm like, that's what it takes. You have to have somebody see your face and meet you multiple times to be like, oh. And that's what it takes. But it's work, and it's travel time, and it's money, and it's all of that. But you know that you're making those connections because your goal, whether you have one or not, really is just to be the best of the best.
Yep.
And you're on that track. So, but it takes that.
But
It takes that
I
work.
think the in my opinion, I think your goal is bringing up a lot of people too.
Yeah, building a community.
Because that's what you're doing with these
putting
events.
a certain standard on the barber industry. Because the barber industry has a low standard. A woman right now don't want to walk into a barbershop with her son, a mom, because of just the environment and all the guys are gonna look at me and it might smell like weed and the freaking radio might be blasting. And also everybody tells me, I didn't even know that barbers had something like this. Why not? Every other field has their stuff. Like there's a restaurant expo, there's a fucking weightlifting expo, there's like all kinds of stuff for every industry. Why is it weird that barbering has something really dope for them? It shouldn't be like that. We need to put more respect on the barber industry.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you. I'm really, really excited for you.
And it's right before Fiesta, so people here in San Antonio have no excuses.
Yep.
Have to make it because it's a week before.
Yep.
So there you go. So that you kick it off.
That is true.
They're in Austin, yeah.
In Austin.
It sounds like we're gonna have to make a weekend in Austin. I'm just
For
saying
sure.
we're gonna have to make a weekend out of it.
Maybe the podcast.
For sure.
Maybe we can film from there.
Well, it's 3 days before the Taste of the Medical Center, so I know for sure we could definitely go out there.
See?
So,
Like,
when is the Taste of the Medical Center?
It's 3 days before the taste.
How is that possible?
The 14th, because ours is on Wednesday. We're the kickoff to Fiesta.
You were doing
Fiesta,
a weekend thing. It's
Fiesta kicks off on the 18th, so we have the pre-kickoff, and it's always going to be the day before the official, because we want to really be the kickoff to it.
Where is that located at?
It's going to be on the property of Alamo Biscuit Company, and so.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes
where
sense.
you met me.
Yeah.
Going to Austin.
So Austin would be for sure down. Mm-hmm.
I'm so down.
We can do some interviews.
And Melinda's birthday is actually that kind of weekend. Her birthday's on April 12th.
She's an Aries as well. Aries, what's up?
There's a dope ass
First day of
spot
Aries.
for
We
y'all
always
to
talk
set
about
up
this.
Shout out to Melinda.
I'm a March
quick.
Aries. That's why you like me.
Real quick, because I brought up Melinda. She worked really hard prior to when we were talking about the weekends. She worked really hard to build. How do you do those things called DIY? DIY. And she did a whole fire pit in our backyard.
She built a fire pit?
Yep, she did.
How the fuck did your woman do it and you didn't?
She loves doing stuff like that. She absolutely loves doing stuff like that. I want to see this.
That's awesome.
So her and her brother both did it together, but she designed it.
That's cute.
And no, she did the work too, don't get me wrong, but it just, I told her, I was like, you could do this for a living. I was like, I would have paid someone $3,000 to do it.
Damn.
Oh.
Like, seriously.
I'm like, 3,000?
Yep. Mm-hmm. No, seriously. I'll show you pictures in a minute and all that, but it was so cool to see her do that.
It's
you know?
dope.
But that's her passion. Some people like love doing the yard and all that stuff. Me, she's like, you want to help? I was like, no. I was like, I'll buy it, but I'm not.
You should have helped her.
No, I did help a little bit.
Bonding moment with her.
I did a little help. I did a little help. Don't get me wrong.
No, you didn't.
But
You didn't do shit.
No, I did. I really did. It's just that when you have someone like you, like cutting hair, that's your passion. Like some people just love doing stuff like that, and you can tell by the work. And I try to encourage her to just do it more. So I'll show you all pictures in a little bit.
Is there anybody on this planet that you would want to cut their hair?
That's a good question.
Probably Drake.
Drake?
Ooh.
See, Drake is somebody that if I met, I would probably be starstruck. Like that's on my bucket list.
So,
Drake, Rihanna, and I think probably, don't judge me because he's a fucking amazing artist and dancer, Chris Brown.
Oh, Chris Brown, I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy for sure.
I saw him.
Rihanna, dude, all day. Like I wish I could just have a day with her.
Too, but he really just like does his beard and stuff. But that would be cool.
So you said those are the three that you would be starstruck?
Yeah, I would absolutely, but I would play it off cool. Like I would feel it on the inside, but I know how to play it off cool.
No, but look, so I was in.
I say Eminem for me.
So Jay Majors, he throws an event in Miami called the Health and Wealth Summit, and we went to Miami for that, and we got reservations at this place called Gecko, and I guess like David Grootman and Bad Bunny, that's like their restaurant, and David Grootman runs at like Grootman Hospitality, and he owns like Live and Poppy Steak and all that crap.
Oh, wow.
And we walked into Gecko, Drake was right there. And I was like and and then my flash went off because I'm like, and everybody in there's just acting normal. And I'm like,
my flash went off?
Yeah, my
You're
flash
like, God damn it.
And I'm like, there's no picture. And I was like, dang. Right away, I was like,
worst.
and I couldn't believe it because like we had just got there. That was the first place we went. We walked right in there, checked in, and then I just was standing there and I was like, oh, And then it flashed, and then everybody's just acting normal. I'm like, y'all trying to act too cool out here. And then the next time we went to Poppy Steak, and I sat right next to Drake's dad. That shit was wild.
You know what's so crazy is that Drake and J. Cole are here for back-to-back nights next week, right? I wonder where they're gonna go. Like, not where they're gonna stay, because I'm pretty sure I know where they're gonna stay, but where they would go to San Antonio to go eat and stuff like that. So.
Well, like Russ was just walking around the Pro and shit when he was here that time.
But he stayed at Emma too, right?
Yeah, he stayed at Emma, and then he was just like walking around the Pro.
Sometimes at the Thompsons. Thompsons, right? The new one? Yeah. The Thompsons is the one I've never been to the Thompsons, so I wouldn't
It's
even
weird
know.
because Emma's like kind of low key trash. Like, it's not trash, but it's like old timey and like
one.
It seems like.
Have you been to that? I haven't been.
It's because they repurposed that whole building.
Yeah, but it's just like weird.
Why not the Thompson?
I think because I've seen a couple of rooms at the Thompson, and I'm like.
So what's the best hotel in San Antonio, do you think, in your opinion?
I have no idea. All I know is that when celebrities come, they go to Hotel Emma. It's the most expensive, and it's a 5-star. It's like the only, I think, 5-star in Texas or something. It's something about it has like crazy ratings.
Wow.
Like Cher stayed there.
She said that it was like one of the best hotels I think she stayed in when she was here. She gave it like really good feedback.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And then they just
Adam
Sandler was there. That's why you see them all at the Pearl and shit like that.
That's why they're all.
She looks good though.
Yes, they just had a video of Cher like the other day. I just sent it to my sister. I was like, "What the fuck?" She is like.
It was like 100 bands
young.
all in
like,
one day.
I would hit her up for sure.
Like,
and she's 77, bro.
Best,
she looks good. She looks
that
like she hasn't
wild.
aged.
That is wild. 77. And the first comment was like, "Dang, Cher looks good for 137 years old."
Oh wow!
I was like, "Yo, comments are so funny."
That's kind of funny.
Did you hear about the Richie Richards right now talking about the Besame event that was in Austin? Did you hear about that?
I heard about
I literally
it.
commented saying I didn't go. I saw people talking about it though. So
Somebody-
yes, I heard about it.
Asked me if I wanted her tickets, but it was like $800 for 2 tickets, and it was GA, and I was like, no, thank you.
I heard it was a great
bunch of,
lineup.
like
It was
Spanish.
Spanish,
Tejano, right?
No, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I just saw the flyer briefly. I didn't read all the bands, but there was a lot of people
Chris
on there.
Pettis' group, they were out there, and so, which is exciting because they're getting more exposure and everything.
Yeah, Fino was a photographer.
So it's pretty interesting to see how that is all coming together. I'm excited because of the fact that helps us on our end for our festival for next month. But again, promo code late nights,
There you go.
5-star Expo,
I like that a
April
lot.
14th. What is your current state of mind right now from now until the 14th?
I'm super excited. If it happened tomorrow, I'd be ready.
There you go.
It'd be packed tomorrow. We'd be ready tomorrow. Obviously, people booking their flights for the 14th. But I'm just saying, like, we're ready to go. I'm super excited. I also feel a huge relief when it's over, obviously, because I do stress out at the same time. But either way, and then it's just, like, go from there, too, because I'm already, like, booked to do a lot of other stuff after that. And I'm just so excited. And so y'all should be so excited if y'all are going to go because it's just fire.
I'm just excited for you.
I want to give you one piece of advice during the event, because it's going to be so what's the word, you're going to have a lot of vendors so excited, right? Get them to sign up for the next year.
Yeah,
one of the things I've learned from other expos that I've attended, so shout out to John with Big Texas Comic Con. I was walking with him, and while we were walking, he was getting vendors to sign for the next year and then the year after that. So immediately they were just paying for their spot for the next year. And that was one thing I took away. So when I'm at the festivals that I do, I try to convince them for next year already.
That's smart.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And also,
it was the smartest thing. I was just like, holy shit, because I was waiting until 3 months afterwards to announce the festival, but he was doing it right then and there. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I'm doing that. I'm taking this away.
I like that.
and I am super excited that every single person that attends my previous is signed up for this year as well. And
Aw,
for the
that's
last
awesome.
2 years.
That's awesome.
So, we ride hard Everybody loves the event. After the event, everybody messages me, this is the most well-organized event I've ever been to. This is the most this. The feedback's always amazing. The people who come once come forever.
Nice.
And so, yeah, that's why it's always going to grow. And it's just going to get bigger and better always.
Yeah.
Now, does other markets have anything like Dallas, Houston?
Shows?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
expos, like
Yeah.
their barber expos?
Yeah, there's actually one here in San Antonio, but fool's not on my level at all. Real talk. No, but actually he's been doing it as long as my mentor, Jay Majors. And I mean, with all due respect, but also like it is what it is and it's just real. Like, you know, you're going to have an expo at the Shrine Auditorium. That's not really my style. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing it at a really nice venue.
No, I feel you on that one, too. I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm. You know, we just put in a lot of, and then the effort, the details, all the things I'm mentioning, it shows. It shows to everybody. Also, the biggest thing I'm mentioning, returning vendors, returning sponsors. If they're not returning, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can turn around every time and just everything, you know? But yeah, there's barber expos, but that's why I said I attended all these shows and respect to everybody that throws them. But I'm the most passionate. This is my passion. I'm putting in that real work, that hard work. And even though they got time on me, once I keep going, it's over.
And actually, it's not about the time. It's about the passion, I think. And it's about the network that who you with. Because you elevated from 200 and then elevating every single year. And it's based on your network and who you're surrounding yourself with. Because they're pitching you some more ideas. They're saying, hey, let's do this. And you're taking and running with it. And most people, sometimes they'll take the idea, but then they hesitate and they don't do the work. But you're doing the work.
Yeah. And then also, like, I'm always down to collaborate. So actually, the guy that throws, like, one of the expos that gets thrown here, he has a vendor booth at my expo. Because he's banking on trying to get some of my vendors and sponsors. You know, that's his hope. You know what I'm saying? Versus me, it's not like that for me at his show, if that makes sense. You know, my show's a way to go to get that big network.
A partner on his.
No. Hell no. I ain't putting my name on no shit like that. So
I love the real talk. I love
What
the real talk.
Hey, it's real for real. But also, like, I don't need to partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just take over, do my own thing, and that's it. And this is what I'm passionate about. But also, I do collaborate with people who throw other expos. Obviously, Jay Majors throws the biggest expo in the world. That's my dog. My friend, the Barber Plug, the one that had Fat Joe out over at his barber supply a couple weeks ago, he actually threw his first event this year in January. And, you know, I talked to, you know, I'll support that and everything. And I think it went really well. And, you know, I think he's going to grow a lot, but we're always going to collaborate. Like, because there's no, like, too much. I would rather, the thing with me is there's never going to be, like, one, it's not going to be, like, oversaturated, you know, because the quality. I would rather, like, work with somebody and be like, if they're doing high quality, because then it raises the bar for everybody and then makes people respect the industry in general. Because I don't want to go to Dallas and they say, I've never heard of that. I'd rather go to Dallas and they say, oh, we went to one who was so fun. We'd love to go to yours too. Not like, you know what I'm saying? It's better to have more. Also, we're a huge state with millions of people, millions of barbers. Like, there's no limit. Also, I add beauty. A lot of people are throwing these barber expos, don't really have beauty. I have a lot of love for the cosmetology. And the women, I have a lot of support from women because I'm a woman barber. There's no female in the whole game doing anything like I'm doing at all in a male-dominated industry. So I do get a lot of love from the women, and so also nobody wants to be in a room full of just dudes, right? True. Some old, like, a bunch of Edgars in there, you know what I'm saying?
Not the Edgars. No offense, but no thank you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then in general, like, the guys don't either. The guys are like, man, that shit's weak. They're just mugging each other the whole time and shit. Like, what are y'all doing? There's a lot of ego in there and stuff. Yeah, you know, make it, you know, copacetic in every way. Also, we're one industry. We do the same things. We're in the, like, this could just be a salon the same way it's a barbershop. All you gotta do is put a girl that does hair in here. I got a double, the license is the same. I don't know if y'all know, Texas just made one license.
Oh, wow.
One. So there's no, like,
One
barber
license,
and Cosmo. You just get one, and you could do, you know.
What's one piece of advice if someone was watching this right now and they want to become a barber? What would one piece of advice you would give to them?
I would say
and any schools that you recommend.
Yeah. So what I would say is go shop all the schools to see which one's the best location for you and then the best pricing. Just because the school's accredited or been around a long time doesn't mean that it's the best. Another thing is, like, the student loan. Whenever you get student loans, you think in your mind, because this is what happened to me. I got out of prison. I have $0 to my name. I don't have any family support, nothing. I go to a cosmetology school. I'm like, hey, I just got out of prison. They're like, cool. The government will fucking pay for your school. And I'm like, oh, cool. Free school. Right? That's what you really think, because you're not, like, educated about it. I'm like, whatever's going to get me in this door. So, you know, just be aware of what the hell student loans are and stuff, because accredited schools will be like, yeah, you could come to school. On top of that, government can give you $20,000. Our tuition's only $17,000. We're gonna give you a Visa card with $3,000 on it. How's that sound? You know, and you're like, shit, I'm getting this money, but you don't know that you gotta pay all the student loans. Just go to a school. Their school's $5,000 versus $20,000 schools. And then, so just make sure that the environment, you gotta sit up in that school for 6 to 10 months or longer. You don't want to be in an environment that's not like conducive to your growth and makes you like hate the place, and then you don't even complete the time because you're like, fuck this place. It's like whack vibes and stuff. So just make sure you vet your school, check out the schools, the one that is going to make you the best successful, and then from there just grind it out like crazy. And also when you graduate school, look for the busiest barbershop or salon to go work in and just fucking stay there all day and night.
I like that.
I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff right there.
I do want to give a shout out, since you said that. My girl Michelle just opened up her first barber school / beauty school.
Texas Barber and Beauty Academy.
I should know this.
Yeah, I think it's right across from actually Mack's law firm. I went there the other day.
It's well, she owns Did That, so it's Did That Hair and Salon, and now they're SA's first full service salon. But yeah, they have a school.
I think for sure it's that Texas Barber and Beauty College.
Now, because of your growth, do you feel like some people hate on you sometimes?
Oh yeah, but that's just from being viral a lot. But that's always gonna happen.
Yes.
Even then, I know local people that'll be like local people that like a barber that never even met me before will be like, oh yeah, like she's Hollywood, she thinks she's cool. And it's like, well, actually only you think that, because you've actually never met me or never even been in the same room as me. But you just assume that because you see me viral, or you see me making moves, or you see people being fans of me. So you're just making up these scenarios in your head and you're a fucking loser. But just in general, social media is always going to bring a lot of haters when you go viral a lot. So like monthly, I'm reaching like 20 million people a month. So of course, somebody's gonna
and they're gonna keep on watching. So
yeah, exactly. Always gonna have something to say.
That's good.
Even then, I shared the story about me going to. I never share that on social media. So if you go look at my social media, I don't be talking about me being in prison all the time. It is a huge part of my story. And then if I don't tell it, I feel like sometimes, and it's like a weird gap of like, well, what'd you do before barbering? Because I started at 24 years old. I always tell people, oh, I was landscaping, but I was really on the host squad in prison.
So we need a part two. We need a part two with you, because we'd love to learn a little bit more about you. So
yeah, so I was on a podcast, and then he just was like asking about it. So I shared like a small reel from it, and then I had like people messaging me, and one dude was like, "Hey, I didn't like you, but respect." And it's like, oh, because I went to prison, you fucking loser. I thought you were silver spoon fed type shit, and I'm like, bro, from the streets. I'm just kidding.
So, girls, what do you have coming up for this week and weekend?
Honestly, a bunch of girl time.
Girl time, there we go.
Yeah, hang out with my friends I haven't hung out with in a while.
I guess I'm not included because I didn't get a
first of all, I've talked to you for 2 whole seconds, so you're also invited.
Okay. Anything that you have coming up this week, or any events that y'all want to plug in right now?
I have 0 plans minus maybe girl time.
You're coming.
Maybe girl
time.
That's too funny. Any events that you are going to be attending this week or this weekend?
Not this weekend, but early next. Early next week I'll be in Houston, going to the barber schools over there in Houston, going and showing love and, promoting the expo. And then tomorrow I'm gonna try to make it out to as many Cosmo schools here as I can.
Nice, awesome.
I love the hustle,
by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
I know, I told you.
Like, I
yeah, I'm aware. I told you.
That's too funny.
My bad.
I was there.
Sorry, Michelle.
Sorry, Michelle. This week, We're going to just be focusing more on, we're 40 days away until the Taste of the Medical Center. So we're excited about that. And
I cannot keep track anymore.
I know, right? There's so many festivals. I think next year I'll have 10 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's
all of them.
A lot.
All of them. All of them.
But
all
are
of
you
them.
going to have a barber festival? I'm just saying.
No, that's her department. That's her. No, but I would love to support in any way that I can, even as a sponsor. So, but what was I saying? We're getting prepared for the damn Drake and J. Cole after party. So next Monday night we have Scott Malouff on set, and he's going to be talking about, of course, the real estate and also about a lot of the concerts that he's going to be starting to be involved in. And then he has the first night on Thursday night at 1902. I have the second night on Friday night. So him and Mack are both doing Thursday night, and then myself is doing Friday night. So
it's my wedding anniversary.
So it'd be pretty awesome to be there back to back. Chubbs, OVO, and a lot of people ask, will Drake be there? And there's no guarantee.
Maybe. You never know.
But never know.
You got to
never
be
know.
there to find out.
Got to be there to find out. I mean, I'll tell you this much, is that Bad Bunny showed up at 1902.
He also showed up at fourth quarter.
But still.
True.
But still. I'm just saying.
I've
you just never know.
so mad that I wasn't at fourth quarter in my life.
I know, right?
It's all Benito.
But it's amazing to have you on the podcast with us tonight. And, we're looking forward to it. And
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
am.
I love the passion that you have and the energy that you have.
Yes. Thank you.
I want to see you succeed and grow. And you have a really good team. And you have good people around you. Shout out to Mike for tuning in as well.
Yes.
It's the first time him tuning in besides when he's on a guest.
My dog.
Him and Skylar, right? We had them both as guests. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
I need to bring out my podcast.
For sure. Yes. I'm always down. For sure.
Sweet.
But
the website again for people to
5starexpo.com. 5starexpo.com. 5starexpo.com.
Like the number 5?
Yeah, the number 5. starexpo.com.
Okay.
And social media?
Social media at Cherry the Barber on everything. Cherry the Barber.
Cherry the Barber.
And then also 5-Star Barber Expo on social media too.
There you go.
So what is the chances that y'all think Drake will go on Thursday?
Y'all's chances. She said y'all.
What y'all think?
No, I don't.
Chances.
I feel like he'll probably go on
Thursday?
Friday,
Yeah.
not on Thursday. Probably
But he
Friday.
might fly out straight on Friday. I'm gonna book for Thursday. I'm gonna get a section on Thursday.
Gotta look at his lineup. If he has a show on Saturday, then he's not gonna be there Friday. He'll be there
would
Thursday.
have a show on Saturday.
If he
'cause
doesn't
that's
have a
like
show
big day.
Saturday,
He doesn't have a show Saturday.
He doesn't?
then he'll be there on Friday.
Yeah.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, when we were talking before y'all got here, I was saying I could see him being there on a Thursday because that's the first night because of the fact that he might just fly out. But now that you're saying about the shows, that makes more sense because he'll probably just relax and enjoy. So Friday night, he will
Knowing
be there.
he has to do a show the
If I had
next
to
day,
pick
he might not want to get fucked up Thursday night and save it for Friday night to get fucked up.
I remember after Pitbull, they had a little after party with his DJ at 1902. And it was like a Tuesday or Thursday? It was like super.
Wait, with the recently.
Yeah,
that's
and
me,
like, no,
Richie.
Pitbull's coming. I was like, I already got so turned at the concert. I was like, he's not going, and I can't make it to 1902. And then I just get dragged out there with Skylar and Mike and them, and I'm like falling asleep in the section.
That's
and
right,
it's
you
like
were there.
1:50.
Yes, I remember you saying
Oh
that.
yeah, it was like 1:50, and I was like, can we go? He's like, not coming. They're like, there's still 10 minutes for him to come.
No, everyone asked me if Pitbull was coming. I said no, but his DJ was really cool.
He was.
So
he was
really
real
cool.
nice. He was like, drink whatever, and I was like, say less.
That's right. Yep.
I remember when Pitbull was at Planeta and somebody threw a bottle and hit him in the head with it.
Oh dang, that's fucked up.
Only time I've seen Pitbull.
Pitbull's goated.
You can go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, official MikeAnthony.Torres. Late Nights with All Access. Congratulations to all of us because we actually have 320 subscribers now.
Nice.
So it keeps on increasing from Facebook to YouTube.
Let's make it 420.
Let's make it 420 on 420, right? What else?
People want to know who cuts your hair.
So who cuts your hair?
I mean, my barber forever has been Juvie. Okay. Juvie Garcia, he owns All Star Barbershop, but I cannot get in with him. So actually I went on Booksy just like anybody else in this whole world does, because even though I'm a barber and know every barber, I know that people can't cut, even if it looks like they can, weirdly. I don't know how to explain that. But kind of like a makeup artist. Like there's probably a makeup art. I know you don't aren't a makeup artist, but I'm just saying, like, if you were to see a girl and everybody praises them on social media, like, oh, you do such good work, and in your mind, you're like, that shit is trash. You know, like, you know? Yeah. Anyway, all that to say, I found this new dude, my homie Israel. I don't know his last name, but I just started booking with him. He's, like, down the street from my house, and he actually, like, cuts, well, he was cutting, like, Tim Duncan and all the Spurs and everybody. He has a little suite, so Israel, the homie's been cutting me this last 2 times. But, you know, I'll come in and touch myself.
That's a good question right there. That is. I need to come back and get touched up from you.
Make book sure online.
Book. Yeah. I was going to say, she actually used the app.
Oh, hell no. I don't like booking, none of that. But yes, I will.
I mean, if he couldn't figure out Apple Pay, I doubt he'd be able to get through a booking app. But
probably you're right. I'm not going to even comment on that.
He's
going
to be like, Cherry, I'm on this thing. And I'm like, right away, guys.
Step by step, girl. Miss Nat Boogie, Miss Natasha.
Yeah. Mine is now much shorter.
Yep.
It's no longer Riverwalk Queen. It's official Nothing 210 or Natasha Gonzales. Find me on everything.
It's still fucking long, but whatever.
I mean, you know why? Hold on. I'm going to say this. Because somebody fucking took my name. Like, multiple people took multiple variations of Norteño 210. Why? For what? Literally for what? Anyway. So now it's official.
So someone has Cherry the Barber on Instagram, and I just have underscore after my name. And it's a private account, and, like, I've tried to give her, like, thousands of dollars for that name, and she won't give it to me.
What?
Yeah, but I don't care, because it's not like it affects any of my following. But
so someone took it, though?
No, she probably had it before I had my name.
No, so here's the thing with mine. Somebody took it, so I handed over my crown in February. And, you know, Instagram will tell you when somebody made their shit.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And they made it, like, that same week. And I was like, okay, bet. So anyway, no.
Why don't you report it?
I did multiple times. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
That's just squeaky.
That bitch.
We know who you are.
I know who you are. I've seen your page.
Yeah.
Socials?
I already said mine.
We already said ours, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't remember hearing you say it. Well, thank you so much again for being here. We really appreciate it. And for being here in your barbershop, for having us here. Thank you for having us here. For being on. We appreciate that. And I'm really excited for you. Like, your passion and your excitement, it made me really excited for you. And I'm very happy for you to see how far you've come and what you've been able to do. Because I know a lot of people coming from where you come from probably haven't been able to, you know, just make this much happen and be this successful and things like that. So shout out to you. Props to you for just your drive and your passion and how far you've come, because it's an amazing story to tell. So I love that. I am Natalie Charlene on Facebook, Nat Boogie spelled with no E on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok. You can slide in my DMs and make sure you go out to the Barber Expo one more time. When is it?
April 14th.
Where?
In Austin, Texas at the Palmer Event Center.
What she said. We're going to be out there. Hope you can make it as well. Shout out to John and AJ for over here making us look and sound good. And shout out to you for watching us. We appreciate you. It's Late Nights with All Access. Catch us every Monday night right here on YouTube at 10 p.m. with myself, MikeAnthony, Miss Doctor, still my queen, Natasha. And once again, Cherry the Barber. Thank you for having us, and thank you for watching. And I hope y'all have a great night. Have a safe week. And as always, support local.
Yes.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.